Fingers crossed. Should be going. Hopefully. We've gone live. Have we gone live? Can you all hear me? Hopefully you can. You're not going to see the background screen for the moment. You should just see my face at the moment. With a slightly blurry green screen. There he is. Okay, good. Yes, everyone can see me. Yeah, the game's still just downloading its update, which I should most definitively have done last night, but we're never very organised on this channel. And yeah, I got back from work about 10 minutes ago, so it's been a little bit of a frantic rush. But the PTR's just downloading its last update now, so once that's installed, then we'll boot up the game and actually get into some of the Season 6 stuff. Yeah, great to see so many people here. Hello to everyone who is joining the stream. I've never seen my my chat move so quickly. So hello to everyone. Yeah, we'll be getting up and running in a few minutes. Let me just continue setting up a few little bits. So we'll get in, we can sort of pass through the battle pass, get everything sorted, and we should be looking pretty good pretty quickly. We can't hear you. Someone said muted. I can't hear him. Why can't you hear me? Interesting problem. You can't hear me at all? Some people saying it's confusing me. I'm not sure if I'm muted or not. I can listen to myself, I suppose, is probably the easiest way to. Can't hear me at all? Yeah, there we go. It doesn't sound too bad. I don't think I'm muted too much. I think it's perhaps just muted the video on the audio. Confusing me. Yeah, we're just getting the update downloaded. 72%, so hopefully we'll be up and running shortly. And then once it's got this downloaded, we'll actually be able to get in and see some of the Season 6 stuff. Obviously, we've got 3 new units to look at, all of which are going to be promotions, so we're going to run through all them, get each of the units promoted, and hopefully later on, once Drew, the My.com guy, has done his kind of introduction, then hopefully we'll actually get in and get into some battles with some of the new units as well as looking at the Battle Pass, and kind of the rest of the stuff that's going to be coming with the new season. Still waiting for the download. It's one of these things, it downloads fairly quickly. It's like 2 gig download or something, but it then takes about maybe half an hour, it seems, to install, so should most definitely have done this last night, but lack of preparation and all that. What's going on in the chat? Yes, just all the people trolling me with my sound. I did fall for that, but knowing me, I'm normally a prime candidate for leaving the microphone unplugged or something, so I could have done. It's not really possible to turn the mic up anymore, not easily on this end. You'll just have to turn the volume up on the video or turn your audio up, because otherwise it goes a bit funny on this end. 78% installed, come on! And hopefully we'll be able just to get on. So if you don't know what this is obviously like the preview event, so there's probably about 30 or 40 content creators or something like that who've all been given access to this test server. So there's obviously various people doing streaming, and there's like some presentation being given to us at the same time by the My.com people, but generally it's fairly long, so I'm not sure it's necessarily something we quite want to listen to for an hour, but we'll get stuck in and try out some of the things in game all the same. Yes, unit promotions all this season. Yeah, it's kind of a shame, but I kind of want to see the full patch notes really before I get too upset about just the unit promotions. I think, well, I'm hoping that there's going to be a good degree of bug fixes and sort of quality of life changes going on as well. And if they've done a season where they've kind of forgone making new units and new stuff for fixing some of the core mechanics, then I'm okay with that, so long as they have done that as well. So fingers crossed, I'm hoping we're going to see a lot of bug changes and a lot of bug fixes going on. Hey Martins, in Latvia this is the last day to buy alcohol. Jeez, that's totalitarian. I can't buy a drink. Really curious how the new halbs and yeomen will play out. Yeah, likewise. Typically, Like, I think I've leveled up pretty much all my units in this game so far, bar the halberdiers, the yeomen, and the fire lancers. It's like the 3 units I haven't leveled at all. It's like, Christ. It's the yeah, bit of a nightmare. Oh my god, it's the advert guy. Yes, yes. To my great shame, yes it is. We'll be going live with the season stuff, 6 stuff in a minute. Just waiting for the game to update. 89%. So hopefully, very shortly, we'll be able to actually load it in and kind of see some of the new season 6 stuff. Daybreak and no snipe. You can't snipe me on here, Day. I'm safe from you. Bug fixes are nice, but the whole idea of unit promotions is kind of dumb. It's sort of, I don't know, I'm sort of 50-50. I guess it sort of is. I'd like to see upgrades and changes to the existing tech tree units, because I think they do kind of get quite neglected. But I kind of get why people don't want them as the missions as well, because the tech tree units are the ones you're supposed to be unlocking with honour. So if I'd agree, Eva looks like Fear from Dota 2. I've never actually played Dota 2, so I don't know what I look like. Someone asked, do I stay with the glaive or do I want to go back to the poleaxe? I'm going to stay with the glaive for the moment. I've been really enjoying the glaive, so yeah, no, staying with glaive for the moment. Come on, I wish I should have set this update downloading last night, but I kind of slightly forgot. That's why we're just waiting for this to have to come down at the moment. Hopefully it will finish installing kind of shortly and actually get in. And we can start going through unlocking the various kind of different units and start to see how they behave. Because I think from what I've heard, that the things like the yeomen are going to be having something like a cover commander ability, which is going to be really quite cool. With the first cavalry, I think, with the cover commander. So it's going to kind of be interesting to see how that plays out. By all accounts, from what I've heard from other people, the yeomen are going to be quite a nice little unit. Well, nice to see so many people here. We're almost at 200 viewers already, and I've not even got the bloody game on yet. I dare you to use shortbow. No, I'll just end up shooting myself in the foot, I think, if I did. Someone said I play glaive, but switches the maul. The damage is insane. It is. Maul is probably the highest damaging, or certainly one of the highest damaging classes in the game at the moment. But you do lose a lot of stun and sort of situation control, so it's a bit of a balance really about which one's the better of the two. Okay, so it's finished updating, doing its integrity check, and then we shall launch. Hopefully. It's useless. Cabin melee dies instantly. Okay, well, we'll actually get to try it out and see how we do. The actual update is going to be releasing on the 21st of December, so a couple of days left to go. This is like the preview event, so we can, I don't know, do streams on it, I suppose. So we'll just get booted into the game. PTR, log it in. It might make me make a new character, in which case I'll have to go through that process as well. But at least we should be in the game. We need a tier 5 archer. Yeah, I'd kind of like to see a proper tier 5 archer unit, to be honest. We have tier 5 muskets, tier 5 crossbows, so yeah, I guess that's something that is kind of overdue. Okay, yeah, I've got to create a new character. I suppose we can now put the screen on, probably. Where have I gone? Oh, well that didn't work quite like I thought it was going to. Oh, there we go. Thought I'd broken it then. Okay, so hopefully you can now see the screen. So let's create a new character. No, we don't need to worry about face. Obviously. Eva loves gaming. Can I not use Eva Lost Gaming? No? Was Gaming 2? What is it? Oh. Just a bit laggy, I think. I don't think the PTR servers are necessarily up to much. Wait for this one to load in. Is Maul getting nerfed? Not that I've particularly heard of, so no, I don't think so. I can't exactly remember when the next Twitch drop campaign is. It's soon. It might be next weekend, this weekend, possibly. I don't know. I was also just going to check we're not sure we're dropping any frames, which it doesn't look like we are, which is good. So we'll wait for this to load in. Might throw me through some tutorials. I'm not sure if it will do or not. Oh, we get a very dramatic intro. Right, as I watch this, I think we may have just lagged very slightly there. Sorry about that. Still using my phone, so yeah, we have to kind of we have to suffer a little bit of lag occasionally. Okay, let's just first change this horrific camera setting. Yeah, I'm still streaming. I'm basically hotspotting off my phone, so we are going to lag occasionally, sometimes from time to time. So sorry about that, but we should be able to get through it. Hopefully, we should be back to normal now for the next 10 minutes until we start lagging again. I'm also going a bit see-through, aren't I, on the chroma key? Okay. So let's have a look where we are. Well, let's throw some equipment on. I'm not going to play with a bow. I'll just be horrific. Oh no, we can't have it. Got some boots. I'm just going to stick with the glaive. I'm not very good at switching classes. I like to stay where I know. Let's just get the glaive skills set up. Oh, I wish the notifications would go away. What do I want? I want that as Breaker of Shields, Warlord's Greeting, and Flying Reaper. Nice. And then let's stick all our stuff in strength. Okay, so I guess we'll perhaps start off by taking a look at the Battle Pass. Let me find where the chat's gone so I can see what you're saying. God, there's so much chatting going on. I can't keep up. I've heard. I think there is supposed to be a little bit of a Kesh nerf coming on. We are struggling a little bit on frame drop. I don't know why. It shouldn't be. Be okay. Just seem to be dropping frames. Are you guys getting much in the way of lag? Hopefully, is it back? Are we back? Are we non-laggy now? Or are we still lagging? Seems to be picking up patches of lag every now and then. Are we back to normal? Fine internet, yeah, laggy, lots of lag. Seems to be a bit sort of hit and mix. I think it's because I'm trying to stream off my phone, which is kind of the real pain from it. I'll kind of keep an eye on it. Let's just hope we kind of get through it. Keep going for now. See if we can keep fighting our way through. Sorry, just have crappy internet. It kind of makes life difficult. That's why I don't stream very often as well, to be honest. It's a real pain trying to do it off your phone. So anyway, this is obviously the level 1 new tier Battle Pass attire. The rest of the Battle Pass so far looks pretty standard. Kind of the stuff we're going to be getting. I wish all these goddamn pop-ups would sod off. Guess we'll just have to wait for them all to go. The rest of the stuff, all this sort of stuff is really just pretty bog standard, isn't it? Treaties, armor chests. Oh, it seems like you can pretend to light a fire as one of the new emotes. Kind of cool, I suppose. Going on through, what else have we got? Banners, 20, nothing particularly exciting there. It's mercenary attire chests. Still some, as always, some interesting sort of free stuff along the free Battle Pass line. I always say it's kind of well worth doing, and I still think that's the case. I think it is well worth making use of the free Battle Pass line. That like that. That like that. So I can see them when it drops frames a little bit better. Yeah, we'll go through all the units in a minute. Seems like the notifications are finally over. So let's keep going on through. We'll get onto the units in a minute as well. Again, nothing particularly exciting. The tires are crap. Oh, we've got the Winter Warrior. Not the greatest title ever, is it? Redeemer unit attire. I quite like that. kind of like the helmet. It's fairly looks a bit like sort of the Uruk-hai from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I'm liking that as a unit attire. That's kind of nice. Moving along, nothing else particularly special around here. Going to be getting a well-made siege ballista as your legendary weapon this time around. This is the horse attire that we're going to be getting. Okay, yeah, kind of cool. Again, it sort of seems to be going a little bit fantasy. Does anyone else feel like it's going a little bit fantasy in terms of some of the style? Or is it just me? Oh, we're going to be getting an epic schematic chest. Ah, but they've put it this time on the premium battle pass. It's a bit sneaky. I think it was season 3 was the first time we got an epic schematic crate. I've still got mine actually, which will obviously make it bound. But on season 3, I think when we got one of these last time, or season 4, it was in the free part of the battle pass. They put the epic schematic crate on the paid. Yeah, it's not great. Sorry about the lag, guys. There's just very little I can do about the internet. This is yeah, as I say, this is why I don't really stream. It's just a real nightmare with the sort of amount of lag we get. Continuing moving along while we can. It should eventually pick itself back up again. I don't know if there's anything. Maybe if I don't know if I can like add a delay or. I should perhaps have added a delay on. Maybe that would have helped us. Yeah. Sorry about the lag. Nothing I can do really, other than just try and keep an eye on it. Just shout at me again as soon as it starts, and I'll kind of restart it again straight away. So yeah, kind of frustrating. Anyway, moving on. So we go 88. I did like this as one of the emoticons. Bit of a snow angel. That's kind of cool, I thought. What else we got? Juggle with some snowballs. Okay, and the final level 100 unit attire, hero attire, sorry. Again, kind of looks pretty cool. I do kind of like it. I love the sort of the detail of the cloak. But again, as someone else pointed out, kind of a bit fantasy in a way, which is kind of like a little bit of a shame. So, what do people think of this as the level 100 unit attire? No, we're moving on to the units as in a minute. Yeah. The lag is really frustrating. Why? Why you lag? It's a shame. Okay, units. Sauron, is that you? Yeah, someone else said they thought it was kind of like Sauron-esque, which I can kind of understand. So we've got what we're calling the Land Knights. These are obviously going to be the upgraded versions of the Halberdiers. So what have we got in terms of pretty traditional set of unit challenges? Pikeman units win, glory siege towers, ladders, capture points. Yeah, pretty standard selection of challenges. Pretty much exactly the same type of challenges we're getting kind of at the moment. Get that sent through. Let's get the proper promotion then. Boom.
Halberdiers hold the line.
Oh, now we've got the option to promote them, which I guess we might as well do. We should at least get the upgraded. I'm not sure if I like the helmet or not. I feel like it looks a little bit. Do you like? I don't know if I really like the helmet. They look a bit more like Sand Raiders off Star Wars or something. I'm not such a fan of that. But I like kind of the rest of the outfit. But just the helmet, yeah, doesn't really do it for me. What are they looking like stat-wise and what we've got veterancy line-wise? Not a great deal of health. What abilities do we have? Brace halberds. The unit braces at weapons and prepares to charge. Press to charge. And unlocks the battle charge order. Activated by using brace halberds first. After a brief pause to build up energy, the unit charges as directed, causing heavy piercing damage and crowd control effect on any enemies struck. That's kind of strange. Didn't expect that to kind of be working on like that. Stab and hook. 10 seconds after activation, the next normal attack will inflict a precise stab on the enemy target. Afterwards, each soldier forcefully pulls their halberds back, inflicting bleed damage. Also, it sounds like the poleaxe's billhook Spend a mechanic. Ah, so some pretty different abilities. So you have to charge, you have to brace first. And it's going to cause stun as well. Crowd control effectively means CC, means stun. We're going to be getting an element of stun to it as well. Kind of interesting to see how they're doing some of this stuff. Anti-cavalry. Nice that they've actually listed it as a trait this time. Setting up to preparation, where we know that that's the brace halberd for the charge. Quick strikes. A short slow debuff on enemies affected. Oh, nice. -10 leadership for the season. So, which veterancy line are we going to go down? We've got block break, piercing damage, rage from see, obviously remember, I'm learning this at the same time as you all are. So I'm off into so you have to give me a while to read everything. I'm a bit slow. A stab and hook damage by about 150 points in total. And the charge damage increase. And double strike effectively. Okay, it's kind of interesting. Piercing armor penetration. I've just got the flat brace. Piercing damage. Slow duration increase by 0.9 seconds. There's basically the brace damage line is along the bottom because you're getting the 15% brace damage, slightly extra slow mechanics, and the double hit on both lines. So you're either going brace damage or you're making use of the charge and the stab and hook better. Should we give the charge line a go? Since kind of your natural reaction, or my natural reaction, would be to go for the brace damage line. Then maybe the charge damage is kind of going to be a little bit different. So let's give that a whirl. They max out at 18. I'm assuming this is going to max out at the end of this veterancy line. Oh, we get one. Oh, we get a little bit of increased piercing armor as well. Where does that leave us stat-wise? They're pretty lightly armored as a unit. You know, what have we got defensive stat? Only 7,500 hit points. 380 piercing defense. These are guys who are going to get absolutely wrecked by enemy archers. He's going to suffer badly. Let's have a look in terms of... I think there's still one unit challenge to finish off to get the doctrine. Reduces charge cooldown by 5 seconds. Okay, we don't know what the actual charge cooldown is realistically going to be, but might as well get it done. Where they gone? Where's he gone? Oh. Why did that not apply my veterancy line? Did not appear to work. Not lagging again, are we? Unless we're not able to apply veterancy lines at the moment or something on the test server. Seems to be okay. Unless there's two units, maybe there's two versions of the unit and I missed one or something. Let me put that one on. Let's go and see if we've got any other doctrines we can stick on these guys. I wonder if there's... Oh, there's two. That's why. See, I thought the veterancy line... I thought I'd applied it. I thought I was going mad then for a moment. No, it doesn't look like they elite. Oh, no, they don't elite. Someone else. Yeah, good spot. Sorry, I'm probably missing a lot of your comments in chat. Kind of hard. I'm trying to watch both the frame rate to see if we're going to start lagging again, the chat, and make this a vaguely interesting stream as well. So what else was I going to do? Let's just have a quick look at the doctrines. Do we have any doctrines? No, we don't. Ah, that's a shame. Okay, we can't put any doctrines on them then. Okay, well with that completed then, should we hop into a quick we can't do a matchmake battle yet because we're still waiting for them to unlock the matchmaking. We can go to the billeting officer. You see where he is yet? And hopefully he will allow us just to quickly go and do just a quick training battle. Kind of see a little bit what's going on from there. Okay, let's get over here. No, I don't want to go to supply dump. Go to unit training. See if it'll load us in. Hopefully it'll let us do this. Yeah, we'll move on to the other units as well. We're going to be here for a couple of hours if the lag doesn't get too bad. So let's just have a quick little play with these guys. Obviously we'll get into some proper matchmaking battles against some of the other players later on when they unlock the actual matchmaking. I just kind of wanted to see what these mechanics are like, because I've not tried any of these out myself yet, so it's kind of cool to be able to actually check some of this stuff out.
Get into position. Stand
Okay,
ready.
so there's 28 in a unit, same as before. So if I brace them... Oh. Okay, they have an animation, and now the charge has been unlocked.
Form up.
And what's
Move
that's
it.
their bill hook, isn't it? So
Form
let's go for a
Units,
charge then.
Assemble. No surrender.
So we've got a... What happens if I just insta-brace them here? They're not very quick in terms of bracing. They've got a short charge, actually, as well. Wait for these guys to get a little bit closer and just charge into them. Yeah, we'll get onto the yeoman shortly. Fear not. Relatively effective. And then we'll go for the bill hook. Oh, that breaks their...
Form up. Take
that breaks their bracing. If I go back to bracing now. Wait for the cooldown on the bill hook. They're just going to get themselves completely splashed against the front of the shield. I mean, obviously a normal halberdier unit would react like this. Seems like the damage from the halberds isn't particularly any higher than it was previously, though. Wait for this. Return your stuff. Go back here. Okay. Let's try this then with the bill hook again, or whatever it's called, the stab and hook. Got to be, I think, a little bit in advance of when you want to brace, because they don't brace all that quickly. So then if I go stab and hook... kind of, it adds a bit of bleed. Is it super effective? Probably not. I think the charge is almost more effective. Okay, kind of cool. Okay, let's go and have a look at the yeoman. I just wanted to see a little bit what they were kind of behaved like, because I've not really seen them before. Wow, amazingly, we haven't even started lagging yet. Which would. What about seasonal store? Yeah, we'll get onto the seasonal store and everything like that in a bit. Cooldown is quick too, yeah. I don't think they're necessarily going to be that amazing. Yeah, it did. And I think, Herbie, the first time we tried that charge, the damage was higher. So I think we did see that. So, yeah, I agree. I think the charge damage is higher when you're making use of the range, so you can build up that momentum. Yeah, we'll go and have a proper look at them, you know, when we get into a battle properly with some of the players. We'll pull them out. But I just wanted to have a very, very quick look at them. So, these are, I guess, the graded yeomans, by the looks of it. Much prefer the look of the unit, a much more sort of traditional sort of knighty type unit. Maybe that's probably not the right term. Obviously, you're going to get a yeoman contract before. Usual sort of challenges that we got from the same as last time. So let's start just unlocking some of these. Increases normal attack damage by 5%. Okay. Interesting doctrines. Let's pay that off. Okay, this is then going to give me the promotion. And what's the final upgrade? Reduce gallop cooldown by 4 seconds. Okay. Yeah, we'll get onto the finances. We're just going through in order. Yeah, we'll go through the weapon designs. We're going to try and go through everything. I mean, that is kind of hopefully the plan. As long as the internet stays on, then we should be good. So Armigia Lancers, however you say it. So they're obviously just a promoted unit of yeomen, so we can see that at least gets that confirmed. A very bright promotion screen. I like the look of the unit. I think this looks a lot better than the halberdiers, in my opinion. I think the halberdiers look a bit crap. I do like the look of these, at least as a unit. I think they're kind of nice looking. Oh, they max out at 22. Do not have any. Ooh, what's happened here? Unit XP is used to get 5,000 shared unit XP. Shared unit XP can be used to level up units. This cannot be used if shared XP has reached its limit. Let me just activate them then. Where's the yeoman gone? We've got a max leveled one. But let's just have a look at. Oh. A limit of 1 million. Am I being an idiot? It's just changed. I'm trying to work out what's gone on here. Shared unit XP. Help in the comments section. Where am I going wrong? That's confusing. Do I have 60,000 shared unit? Do I have to get maybe 300,000 to spam my right click? Enough, maybe. Let's get this down plenty in. Maybe if we get to 300,000. Okay, now if I go and have a look at them. Okay, you have to level. I kind of don't like that because before, you know, you could just apply like 5,000 at a time if you wanted to. Now you have to do enough to finish off a level. Look. What do we think about that? I didn't expect that to be a change that they had introduced this season. Kind of a strange thing I hadn't come across. Didn't expect that one to be the to be a case. But okay. Yeah. Kind of interesting. Let's just unlock then the final doctrine just to throw that on. And let's throw on the 2 doctrines that we've got. We'll just use the one that's been pre-leveled for us. So reduce gallop. Increase normal attack damage by 5%. Okay, so what do we have ability-wise? And what veterancy lines do we have? Good chunk of hit points straight from the off, 10,500. Pretty low defensive stats. Ability-wise, what are we getting? So we have a charge. Pretty traditional then, kind of as we would expect. Cover commander, yes, I've heard about this. I heard a few people mention in various places that they were expecting a cover commander to come with the yeomanry, which I kind of didn't believe at first. The unit follows their commander, moving at high speed, inflicting normal attacks at a high rate. Thank God Keshigs don't have that. Okay, who's spamming? I think I stopped the, hopefully stop the chat spam. Gallop. The unit moves at a high speed to escape dealing a small amount of damage. So is that kind of like sprint on like a sword militia or something like that? Kind of sounds like it, doesn't it? Yeah. Cover commander is going to be really interesting. And what veterancy lines do we have then? Movement speed, hitting damage, normal attack damage 15%. Okay, that's quite a bit. Gallop cooldown, a charge damage increase, movement speed, and oh, double strike as well. Piercing, defenses, movement speed, range damage reduction, melee reduction, health restored doubles every second. Sounds like it's badly worded. I suspect that's really not the case. I kind of feel like the top line kind of is going to be the way to go, particularly with the 24% charge increase. Let's go down that one for now. We can always reset and kind of try the bottom line if we think that might be better and see what the healing is going to be like. Yeah, I guess they sort of do. Yeah. This is going to be just a toggle cover on command. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a toggle. We'll go and take these into a training battle and see what these guys look like in a minute. Also, we get a few extra points as well. We're going to get that. We're going to get a little bit of defense increase as well. But defensively, their stats are just so low, they're not going to do very well once they start getting hit hard by anything. They're going to suffer quite badly, I think. So, to be honest, I don't think that's going to help us necessarily all that much. Let's just hop into a unit training them with them. very quickly. Just have a little bit of a play around. I just want to see what the cover commander is like. It depends how much damage they do with the cover commander mode, I suppose. Whether they're going to be totally useless or not. Can you see where they are? There they are. Okay, let's give these guys a whirl then. No, I'm not sure they're necessarily the greatest thing ever. I'm not necessarily advising that. Oh, I don't get a horse. That's... Okay, there we go. So let's put them on cover commander then. Is that cover commander? Kind of they still act quite a lot like cavalry acts and ends up in like every bloody direction. So if I run over this way, well, they sort of come with me. I mean, a pretty light unit of archers, so leave them on cover commander then. Yeah, I mean, cuts through them effectively, but then, to be honest, so would any archer, any unit against a light unit of archers like this. Let's put them on gallop. Kind of the problem with all cavalry units though. Look how many we get stuck kind of along the way. Although they do stay in cover commander mode with the gallop on.
Form up.
Okay, let's regroup and just go for a wedge charge just to give it a little bit of a try. Obviously we'll get...
Units, assemble!
Come on, give me a new wave.
Form up! Get into position! Form up!
You gonna give me another wave? I want to
Units,
charge something.
Assemble! Form up!
Yeah,
Get into position! Form up!
disappointing.
Form
Thought it was
up!
gonna give me another unit.
Units!
Push them out one more time just to see if they do. If they don't, then we'll quit the battle.
Get into
There we go.
position! Form up!
They charge relatively high damage.
Assemble!
I mean, obviously, yeah, if we're just attacking a low tier unit here, I mean, it's only a spear militia, but it gives it an idea of what kind of damage we can expect against sort of mid to low tier units. We're hitting perhaps about an average of around 3,000. I don't think they're going to be a game-changing cavalry unit, if I'm honest, but they are still kind of an interesting unit, so, you know, I don't think there's something that necessarily to be completely sniffed at either. Okay, let's go and have a look at the final unit then. Have a look at the Fire Lancers. The Owls Rangers. Kind of a mix of stuff in terms of in terms of nationality, I guess. Would that be a fair term? We've got like these German land knights. I mean, Lanch knights. I can't say it, but land knights, you know, is kind of a Germany thing, isn't it? I don't know what these specific lancers are supposed to be, but I guess fairly westerny style lancers. And then we've got what is looking like a fairly sort of Chinesey type unit. It's kind of interesting to see that it chops and changes around a fair bit. How many unit challenges are we going to have to unlock these guys? Only 4 to get the promotion, to be honest. So not that much grinding really going to be required this season to get a lot of this stuff. Okay. Obviously you're going to be getting the Fire Lancers if you haven't got them already unlocked by this point, which is kind of cool. Okay, we get all the usual stuff. Let's keep working our way through these challenges. Yeah, I too would rather it wasn't more tier 5 cav, but what can you do? Let's keep that going along. Okay, then that's the unlock.
Fire and
Take me to them. So they're obviously going to go from Fire Lancers up to, presumably their level isn't going to go beyond 30. I don't know, I'll have a look in a minute. I wouldn't have thought so, but you never know. I don't know where we'd see the currency market. I've heard about it, but I haven't looked at anything. I would say no is probably the answer to that. Let's have a quick look at this as a unit then. Let's just finish off the last couple of challenges so we get the doctrines that we can then apply. Unlock. Yes. Okay, so let's barracks. That's where I need to go. So they do max out as 30 then, so they're going to stay as the same level. Let's have a look what in terms of damage, veterancy line wise. Again, pretty similar stats to what we'd expect from base fire lancers. Gun charge fires as it charges into combat. I'm not sure, I've never actually really played with normal base fire lancers. I've built them now, haven't I? So I guess I'm not going to get to know. Bludgeon, use its weapon for full potential, firing at point blank range and bashing enemies in melee. Okay. Fire lance, obviously. Highly resistant to bullets and other ranged weapons. Fire, resist flame. And fire resistant. I've not seen it on both before. Reduce damage from thermal weapons, just hellfire and scorpions. Okay. And of course the minus 10% leadership for this season. What have we got along the two veterancy lines? The piercing damage, which is obviously shot damage, blunt damage. A fair bit of defensive stuff here into the slashing defense, blunt, armor penetration. Unlocks blast. Okay. Is that going to be a fire command? Reduce blast's cooldown by 50 seconds. Okay. Piercing defense. Okay, there we go. Trying to keep this stuff going. Hopefully there we go. Hopefully there we go. Are we back alive? Oh, I'm sorry guys. Sorry about the lag. It's a real nightmare. Hopefully that's put us back to life. Here's a bit Evo lag gaming. I think I'm back online again. Yeah, there's really nothing I can do. But yes, just to catch back up with what's going on, thank you very much to Darkfin for the €3 donation. Really appreciate that. You sent it just as the game, just as my internet died. So sorry about that. So hopefully we're back alive again. Where were we? Yeah, so the two veterancy lines that we kind of have. So I'm going to just have a look at the top line first, but then we'll kind of switch over once we get into some battles and probably flick to the other line as well. We can kind of have a look at the both of them. I kind of just wanted to see what this blast does, because that's kind of what I wanted to see, what's going to be most effective. But also this kind of devastation looks kind of interesting. Let's just give this top one a go. Nope. This isn't working properly. Okay, let's just apply the rest of these along here. And then we can always just reset this veterancy line, so don't worry. We can try the bottom one as well. We get a little bit on the bottom line all the same. Not going to get down to devastation though. Okay. So that unlocks our devastation. Use fires as a designated target. Hopefully we're not lagging again, are we? The closer the target is, the higher the chance of hitting them. Okay. Let's just give these guys a quick go in the trial battle. Hopefully we're going to be... Oh dear, the lag guys. This is horrific. Whew, this is hard work. Yeah, it's not the PC. The PC is fine. It's unfortunately just my internet is just horrible. Unfortunately, I'll try and manage the lag as best as I can. Like I say, this is why I don't really stream very often, because it's pretty horrible. Hopefully these are the ones I actually leveled up. So much lag. I know. Sorry guys. Let me grab a horse. It'll let me. I just don't get why it's lagging so much. It seemed to work quite well for a time on Steam. Just seems to be so unhappy about it. I'm not sure what's gone on with the unit as well. They've been... Oh wow, more effective. Seems to be a little bit glitchy in terms of their ability to attack these enemy pipe units. Try to manage it. Oh dear. Yeah, I need you to stream for me. Unfortunately, I just because I'm in the middle of nowhere, my internet is just so terrible. There's not really the option for me to even upgrade it. If I could, I would. But it's just such a horrible internet setup. It's just really crap. So yeah, so I have to use my phone. I mean, my wired internet is even worse. Would be.
Units,
Why is only about
assemble.
4 units of the unit still moving?
Form up. Units, assemble. After me.
Slightly yeah, slightly glitchy on the British spear unit as well.
Units, assemble.
They're not quite working properly, are they? I think that's working about as well as my stream, I think. Oh, they've come back to life. Okay. Yeah, it's just glitchy as hell, isn't it? Oh, dear. Yeah, sorry about the lag. Yeah, real bit of a nightmare. Okay, well we're just going to wait and hopefully we're going to be able to actually get into some proper matchmaking battles. If nothing else and this whole thing doesn't work, then at the very least I think we're going to get a little bit of time to play. So I will actually just get some proper recordings sorted. And then we'll be able to actually have a look at the units in detail kind of from the recordings as well. So we will be doing that if nothing else. So let me just, while we're here... get this sent through. Keep going through each one. Okay. Might as well put on the latest unit attire, hero attire even. It just kind of look cool. I am quite a fan of the this stuff. I also noticed we've now got sort of what they're calling dynamic weather in the town, so it's kind of changing around what each thing is in each of the towns as well, which is kind of cool. Someone says seasonal store. Yes, okay. Let's go and have a look at the seasonal store. See what we've got. All the weapons look pretty cool. Yeah, that looks pretty badass. What's the glaive looking like? Alright, more lag. It's impossible, this is. It actually just looks more like a serrated sword. Not so keen on the musket. Oh, looks kind of cool. And the short bow. Knives look a little bit to me like the Season 3 weapon attire. Oh, they're kind of okay, but not particularly amazing. It's just we've restarted about 17 times so far, Vader. It's just my internet just isn't up to it, unfortunately. Although it does seem to be a lot worse whenever I try and stream to YouTube over when I'm trying to stream to Twitch. But it's yeah, kind of a little bit difficult. So elsewise stuff in the actual seasonal store other than the weapons, it's just pretty much the same stuff that we've got every other season. There's nothing particularly out of the ordinary here, to be honest. Got treaties, unit XP. They've left in things like the Lotus Water and the personal histories, which is kind of cool. And it looks like, judging by the thing, they're going to be doing the Saxo Blades for the previous hero attires and stuff which they've reskinned. Yeah, which is actually proving to be the case. That kind of looks kind of cool. Twitch brand withdrawal is a lot less, and maybe that's it. So yeah, YouTube is not very happy about it. These are basically the Season 2 hero attires. They're basically recolored. This is why this is some of the stuff that's available for these extra blade things. Yeah, just kind of what we're seeing. So if you missed out on any of the Season 2 hero attire and stuff, and you kind of wanted to, then it's kind of some of the stuff you can actually look at. What else were we going to do? We're probably going to have a look at the map at some point as well. I think we're just getting the western cities this time. So we are. So we've obviously got Orgolia, so we're getting Ostaria back. Because this is what kind of we lost last season. Looks like they're keeping it in the Borderlands, and it looks like Conqueror City may be coming back as well. But we have lost, well, Maoyang's still gone, and it looks like we've lost Liangyong down here as well. But it looks like we're keeping the new region that was introduced last time around. So basically 3 regions, gaining Ostaria in return for Liangyong. So yeah, kind of makes sense. Looks like we're keeping the Borderlands though, more of the Borderlands than what was available last time around. And we are lagging. To work out for us really in terms of the lagging for the stream. It's just too bad, isn't it? Really. I just think we're lagging too much. I just don't think I'm going to be able to stream very much longer. If it cuts out again, we'll probably end it at that because it's just not really working for us. So we've learned to look at the different units that we've had so far. We've had a quick flick through each of the one and took them into battle. Hopefully at some point, we're still waiting for my.com to unleash the matchmaking. Unfortunately, we can't. We can't get into any of the matchmaking battles at the moment. But once they do, I'll certainly end up recording some of that. And it's the stream's still going, but I think we're probably going to be suffering a little bit. Can you check if the Land Knight or the formation still has the dynamic brace? Yeah, we can have a look. Should we try it in a battle? Let's hop into a unit training. Okay, let's change unit. What was I doing? Halberds. Let's grab these guys. I don't know, I've not really had enough time to try it yet to be able to form a strong opinion.
Units, assemble!
They form into wedge okay.
Form up! Form up! Into position!
Do they brace dynamically? Yes. And that's still required to unlock the charge.
Form up! Stand together! Units, assemble!
You've got to think quite a bit ahead to be able to do it. That's the kind of main problem.
Position. Form up!
Because they take such a long time to charge. It's quite an effective charge. But again, we are fighting very low tier units.
Units, assemble! Steady. Form up! Form up! Get into position! Stand ready! Units, assemble!
Kind of bored of the game after Season 5.
Form up!
Not sure I should buy the new Battlepass. Do you think the new season will be fun or Season 5 all over again? A tough one. It doesn't look like anything's radically different in a lot of ways.
Get into position.
Just unit squires wiggling on their block, try and use their bill hook ability. Not sure how effective that is really or not. It's kind of. I think they're going to be okay. I don't think they're going to be a groundbreaking unit though, to be honest. I don't think they're going to exactly be changing the face of the earth. Okay, let's hop out of that. Season 5 was worse for the game balance than Season 3 was. Possibly. I don't know. Season 3 was pretty bad. For the Brashios were fairly painful. At least as I remember them. I remember Forte Brashios being pretty high on the suffering front. Let's just have a look, see where my.com are with in terms of actually unleashing the matchmaking. Yeah, I don't think they're still going through their presentation and they're talking, so I don't think we're going to be onto that yet at the moment. What else do we still need to see? Some of these stuff that we can clear off. I think Keshig's supposed to have been changed from what I've heard. Though the odds of us, I don't know if we're going to be able to see any realistic changes from here. Probably not. Probably only going to be really we'll be able to test them in battle. But supposedly their return damage is now not quite so high as it once was. So supposedly they are supposed to have been changed, but I kind of have to wait and see if that actually is the case. There's no new units in Season 6 so far, just upgrades on existing units. Yeah, I kind of get that. I think a lot of people are going to be have been upset by the fact that we've changed to just promoted units rather than actually bringing in any new units for the season. So I think kind of a lot of people are going to be upset about that. What's going on? Show me the spear skin. We have had a look at it already, but we can go back and have another look. It kind of looks cool. I like the look of the spear skin. Spear of the Watchers. That looks cool. I like the look of it. I think that's one of the better ones, to be honest. Going down. How about the Conqueror's Path? Anything nice? There's nothing particularly special in the Battle Pass compared to any previous years. I think the only thing is on the premium line is that they've now put back in another one. Yeah, unfortunately, it's still. I think we are just lagging too much. It's just started lagging. I just restarted it for like time number 19. I think realistically, guys, we're probably as well finishing off the stream here. I can continue to play, and I'm going to be able to grab plenty of footage from it. So hopefully over tomorrow we'll probably have sort of a more review of some of the initial units, and kind of then hopefully we can have a bit of a review of each of the units kind of in proper videos, because the stream is just not working. I just don't unfortunately have the internet to be able to live stream really. I'm trying to do it off my phone. It seemed to work okay on Twitch, but on YouTube it just doesn't seem to be having it. So I think it's probably what we're going to do is going to end the stream there. Do appreciate everyone who turned up, and I'm very sorry we've had so much lag. It's just been kind of a nightmare from the start really. And then yeah, so over the next couple of days hopefully I'll get some footage out from the event, and I'll kind of actually give my proper thoughts on some of these units actually after having tested them out, and without kind of continuously trying to monitor the lag the whole time, because I'm kind of trying to read the chat and monitor the lag and play, and it's just not really working. So thank you very much for everyone who came, and hopefully we'll have the videos out over the next few days. Thanks for coming, guys.